The Pains of Growing by Alessia Cara. After the release of her debut album, Know It All, in 2015, Alessia Cara took some time off before beginning work on her follow-up. Taking time to live and grow, Cara has decided to talk about her coming of age. Does she deliver on the concept? Here's our honest review of The Pains of Growing by Alessia Cara.
Let me take that back. I know I wrote the bio, but she said she didn't really have much time in between this project and the last one because she was on tour and everything.
Okay.
So she said she didn't really have time, and she was really compacted with thoughts when she was putting together this project. Okay. But how you feel about this album artwork, man?
Thought it was pretty dope, man. When I first looked at it, I had to do a double take because I'm like, oh yeah, the suit is too big for her. And it's like, oh, the pain of growing. So I thought that was pretty cool. I like it how it kind of has that like dated retro kind of feel to it. So yeah, I thought it was pretty dope.
Yeah, the album title fits what she's doing perfectly. Like she kind of talks about it on the first song of the album. Pretty much just the idea of growing, and she doesn't even know if she even wants to do it. You know, it seems like at times she's not taking her own advice, and
right.
I like that album artwork. Really, it fits very well with the album cover. The flow of this album, man. The flow of this album is a young lady writing some grown ass music.
Plain and simple.
That is the flow of this project. It is really good. She is an amazing songwriter for her age. It sounds like she's like 35 writing songs, but she's only 22.
Yeah, man, I couldn't agree with you more because it just seems like it's just so mature and so like weathered, and it's just like the feeling and the emotion that she invokes into the songs and her writing is just unbelievable. So the whole vibe of the album is just really consistent with that because, you know, it's talking about growing pains, but it's kind of like a picture of her life, but it can be also related to anybody else. So it's not like, you know, an autobiography or anything like that. It's just moments of life in like different chapters. So yeah, it's really, really dope.
Highlights, man. Let me tell y'all about Alessia Cara, man. It's like, I've been on her since her first album. I liked her first album. I remember when Here came out, everybody was going crazy.
It's hard.
And then when the album came out, a lot of people were upset because the rest of the album didn't sound like Here. But I felt it. I felt like it was like a young teenager coming of age, writing really mature music. She took it a step further here.
Yeah.
And like she did a really hell of a job writing this song. Growing Pains, I like how in the third verse she kind of like throws in titles of songs from her first album, and then
I didn't even pay attention to that.
Yeah, like even the Know It All, not following her own information, and you know the concept of the first album was Know It All, but at the same time not really knowing much.
Yeah.
But it's a great song. It sounds great. Her, Pop, and Oak, when they work together, they have a really great mesh of sound. Not Today is a really dope song because I really like this idea of, you know, hey man, I'm about to be on my shit. I'm about to be super fly. I'm gonna be super happy. But not today.
But not today.
It's okay. Like today, it's okay for me to, you know, wallow in sadness and everything. But I'll be back tomorrow and I'm gonna bounce back. And I like that idea. 7 Days is an extremely deep song. She's basically asking whoever the creator is to look at like what is he doing right now, looking at everybody on social media, you know, fronting and all of this stuff, and like the 7 days it took you to create everything, is it worth it? Are you happy with everything that, you know, is going on right now? All We Know, number 7, that is probably my favorite song on this project. That is such a beautiful song, man. It just listen to it, man. You might even cry. Joint sounds amazing. Nintendo Game, of course I like that song, man. Like, you know, she had Duck Hunt references. She had Legend of Zelda references, Mario. Like she killed it. I was really wondering if she kind of wrote that song by herself, but it's written really well. Girl Next Door is also one of my favorite songs, and then Easier Said is another very amazing song. Those are my highlights. I could highlight the whole shit.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Growing Pains started it off really, really great. I love how it kind of faded into the, like, it just kind of had a retro sound at the beginning of it. Then the sound, he was like, oh, you're on your own or whatever like that. And it just started. But just the way the album started was just a beautiful introduction to this project. And then going into Not Today is amazing. The video is really great. If you haven't saw that, go check that out. 7 Days, I just really feel like writing is amazing. Like, there's so many ways you can do a song about, you know, who is the creator, what do you believe in, everything like that. And this route, I like how she chose not to ask questions, but saying like, if this is the way that this intended to happen, I hope that it was worth it and everything like that. I love that concept. It was really, really dope. Comfortable, I thought was really dope. I love the sound of it. I love the lyrics, and it was just a beautifully composed song. Nintendo game, fire. Just straight fire. Girl Next Door was really, really dope. Really liked My Kind and Easier Said. Just the icing on the cake, man. I mean, it's just the writing on this project is superb, and I just don't know how she invoked all these emotions and everything like that. Like, I wonder what she's really been through to actually delve into a place like this and pull it out. It's just really amazing.
Lowlights, man. Look, man, I'm gonna take my lowlight time to dwell more on how dope this project is. Like, dead seriously.
Yeah.
Like, wherever what a life we live. The hell, Siri, I ain't talking to you. Get this phone from over here. Wherever I live, it's a really, really dope song.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just listening to the song and just the concept of, like, I guess since she's always away from home, like, she's living in hotel rooms. You know, she gets into situations where outlets ain't working. She can't charge her phone. Like, what a life she lives. Like,
ain't it crazy how she sounded that and said that? Like,
she's like rich and famous, but she's still dealing with like regular people's shit. And it's just like, it's really dope. It's really humbling listening. And even like the symbolism in some of the videos, because she's got a video for Growing Pains where she's like wearing like an oversized t-shirt and like like faceless people are kind of pushing her in all these different directions, and it kind of goes with the vibe of the album and the song. Like, Alessia Cara is really on something on this project, and y'all guys need to check it out because she is fucking ridiculous, especially with the songwriting. She is a beast.
Yeah, man. I don't really have anything low light related, so I can just say that the writing is crazy. I can't get over that enough of how amazing it is for the writing to come off so strong and so simple at the same time, if you know what I'm saying. Because it's just like, it came off organic and natural, and it wasn't like, it didn't feel forced. And you said that when she wrote this, she was in the dark room.
Yeah, she said she was either in a small dark room, in the bathtub, in the bathroom, in the closet. Like, she kind of confined herself in the small spaces as she was writing this.
And I think that evokes to the music and how it sounds, because it really sounds deep and emotional and connected. And really, there's not really a low light on this album. It was all expertly crafted, man.
Final thoughts. Look, man, Alessia Cara is a beast. I said this when we reviewed her first album back in episode 13.
Dang.
And we now on 145.
I wasn't here yet.
Yeah, you wasn't here yet. Back in episode 13, we reviewed her first album. I had to go back and listen to what I said about her first album because I was just curious to what I said. And she continues to amaze me. She is animal when it comes to songwriting. Very clever, word usage, word play. She's really talented. She picks really good beats. Nothing on this album sounds like Here, and that is not a bad thing.
Yes,
it's the joint is crazy. It's amazing, popish R&B. You get ballads, and it's all real talk. If you can't relate to songs on this project, I am sorry, you are not a fucking human being.
Well put. Yeah, man. This album is all about growth, and not just because of the title, but also growth as Alessia Cara as an artist. I feel like you said, this doesn't sound anything like Here or the rest of the album, Know It All. And I feel like that's the great thing. That's what you want to see in artists. You want to see progression. But this is a large step. So it's just like, you're going to get a lot of different things that you didn't get last time. And for new fans, new listeners alike, you're going to get somebody who's going to be able to pull something out of you. Because she gets to a lot of deep topics here. And it's just like, the way that she composes them, it's just crazy.
Final grade, man. Look, definitely need to check this out.
Yes.
If you ain't checked it out yet, go ahead, check it out now. And if you don't plan on checking it out anytime soon and you still listening to some old other BS, you tripping. Because this joint is really good.
Yes.
I can't stress enough. She is an animal. She's really clever with her songwriting. everything she dropping bars.
Yeah, she is dropping bars.
Like,
for real.
I'm talking about, you listening to some of the stuff she's saying. She's dropped bars.
Like, sound like she freestyling at some points.
Yeah, like I'm talking about hard. Like like
Yeah.
life quotes you can put on, write down on a piece of paper and
Yeah.
hang them on your wall. 'Cause
Most
it's just
definitely.
bars.
Most
man.
definitely. Oh yeah, I'll give it a check as well. I mean, for real. I mean, there's nothing really more I can say. Just check this album out, man, because it's just great, man. I can't stress it enough. Alessia Cara is dope.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Alessia Cara, man, because she's a straight animal, man.